Alrighty guys, I have my charcoal chimney here. I have half of it full of oak briquettes, the other top half full of mesquite lump charcoal, and we're going to light this baby up right here now. Use my little propane torch with a big load of newspaper on the bottom. Get this thing going. Okay, let's give this thing about 15 minutes to light up and we'll come back. Okay, our charcoal is very well lit, as you can see. I like to leave it so there's still some unburned items on top here when I dump it. So we're going to go right here. There's a couple pieces of oak. Going to dump all this in here. Okay, we've got our burning coals in position here. I put our grill grates back on. I'm just going to give them a little light scrub. There's not much on them. They're pretty clean already. Okay, and while these are still lighting, I have our lump charcoal on top. I'm going to close this thing up and give it about 5 minutes to warm up the chamber. Okay, now that the grill is hot, the grill's hot, the grates are hot, I went ahead and I put in my beef tri-tip, which I trimmed most of the fat off, but I put Montreal steak seasoning on what used to be the fat side, and that's going to be the upside for the beginning of our cook. Let's give this thing about 35-40 minutes and then we'll check on it. You see our coals are really hot. Alrighty, 40 minutes has gone by and our roast, tri-tip roast here, is looking pretty good. You see I threw a few more hot dogs on the grill. These are beef hot dogs. And we're going to cook these the last half of the cook of the tri-tip. So let's check the temperature on this thing now. And we are only 70 there. 75. A little above 80. We want to get at least to 120, 130 on that thing before we pull it off the grill. Lots of fire left. Alrighty, our tri-tip is looking mighty fine there, and our doggies are getting some smoke on them here. So let's check the temperature on this thing. When it gets about 120-ish, I'm going to sear it over the flames. So we are almost there. Let's give it about 5 or 10 more minutes here. Our flames are coming back to life because it's getting some air, and I stirred up the charcoal a little bit. We're doing good here. Okay, just like clockwork, we're at 125, about 130-ish on the tri-tip. Okay, 1 hour. That's pretty much standard. I've done this quite a few times. 1 hour slow cooking it. Now we're going to sear it just for a minute. Not that it really needs it, but we're going to sear it a little bit right over the coals. About 2 minutes on each side. And our dogs are very smoked. I don't even think we need to sear these. They are looking mighty toasty already. So we're just going to throw those in here. These are Oscar Mayer beef dogs. And these are Bar S giant beef dogs. Throw these all in the aluminum pan here. Let's flip the tri-tip over here. Look at that. Oh yeah, nice little sear marks on there. Gonna be good, guys. Next I'll show you how to slice it. Okay, now we're in the house. I'm going to go ahead and let this tri-tip rest for about 5 minutes. But I want to show you the proper way to slice it. As you see here, the grain of the meat is going this way on that particular muscle. Okay. On this particular muscle, the grain is going this way. Bop, 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 bop. and bop, 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 bop. So before you serve it, you want to cut it right across there and separate these two muscles. And then we're going to cut this piece against the grain. Slice, 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 like that. And this one we're going to slice against the grain. Slice, 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 slice. Like that. That's the best way to do it. It makes it so easy to chew and tender. If you cut it with the grain, it's really hard to chew that way. Alright, you can see I have separated the two muscles. And what I'm going to do is face the grains exactly the same across as each other, okay? So it's going to be something like this. How you'll slice it. See the grains going across there? And the grains going across there? And we're going to slice them like this. Okay? This meat is about medium, maybe a little less than medium. As you'll see on the ends and the smaller wedge pieces, it's going to be more cooked. So that's the one trick about letting it sit a while. Let it sit a while. After you pull it off, it'll cook a little more. Otherwise, you could cook it longer if you like it medium or medium well. All right, as you can see here, this is a little more towards the medium end here. And you could tell how these little perforations in here tell you it's going to be easy to chew, okay? See that? You could probably pick that up and pull it apart. I'm doing a one-handed camera job right now, so I'm not going to do that. But that's the whole trick. Cut it against the grain. Okay, folks, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit something about how to cook a tri-tip. Slow cook it for an hour, or you could cook it right over the coals if you like. But I like it better like this, low and slow.